Be serious. It's time to be. I'm gonna be serious. All right, we're live. Hello, everybody. This time I'm gonna have the actual name of the movie ready for you guys, so you're gonna know what the name of the movie is that I'm reviewing this time. That might make it a little bit easier for you guys interested in the movies. I never know the titles to them. Josh Zena. Hello, Zena. Zena was my Valentine this year. Happy Valentine. How is everybody today? I hope you're doing fantastic. My voice sounds a little hoarse. I want coffee. I made dinner. Did you guys hear? I made dinner. Did you guys hear? Oh man, where's my phone? Nobody's even not got the phone anymore, pal. What are you even not doing? Lee, Helm, I'm gonna make kafefe. I'm gonna find my phone. We're gonna do several things today, and we're gonna have some fun. That's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna walk over here. I'm gonna find my mug. My mug, it's right here. I'm gonna put the mug. Make some kafefe. Hey, there's my phone right there. Blend it in with the table. Look at that. I didn't even see it. We're gonna make a splish here. We're gonna make a splish. Here's what we do. We're splashing it up. We're getting splashy. Hey, oops. Oh. So, yeah, this pod is off center. I don't know if it's gonna work. See if it works. Might make a mess. It was off center. I've never seen that happen before. There's a whole message that came up, a warning message. Wrong design. Wrong pod. Pod's not designed for this bird. Weird. Shut up. You know good. You shut up. You're very good, you. You know good. You're very good. Shut up. What are you doing? What are you cleaning up the kitchen? What are you cleaning up the kitchen? Nobody's even doing it, pal. What are you doing? Not doing that. Not me, pal. No. No, son. No way, pal. Not even doing it. What do you got? Some HP sauce there? What are you doing with that? Nobody's even doing HP sauce anymore, pal. What are you doing? Nobody even does what you use. Unreal. Nobody's even not unreal anymore, pal. Unreal. Nobody's even not doing it anymore, pal. What are you stocking up your kafefes? Nobody even needs to stock up their kafefes like that anymore, pal. What are you even doing? Marty's in the house. Is Marty in the house? Oh no, that's Shelly. Shelly, what's up? God, I haven't seen you in forever. I hope you're doing well. Hey, Harley wants to come in. What's up, Harley Cat? Harley Cat. Okay, Harley Cat, we've got food for you. Yeah, man, we got the old clam chowder, man. Harley likes the clam chowder. It's purple, man. It's the purple ones. I call it the clam chowder. I don't know what it is. All right, the coffee is done. The cat is fed. The dog has food and water. I actually saw a great movie tonight, man. 2 hours. It had me a nice dinner. Wait till you guys see my dinner. Holy shit. Dude. I would make Doc Hollandaise jealous. what I can do with a freaking frying pan. Forget about it. Forget about it. What I can do with a frying pan and a packet of equal. Unbelievable. Shelly, I'm going to tell you. What movie? Hey, Dave D. So this movie can be viewed on Amazon Prime free. So it's one of the free Amazon Prime movies. It's a movie from 2013. I'm now going to show you my dinner. Okay. What do you guys think about that? That is not, it might look like it's burnt, but it's not. That's roasted onions and garlic on that steak. That's why it looks really black, but it's not. There you go. That's roasted onions and garlic on top of the steak. And I'm telling you, man, it is a ribeye with no bone. Boneless ribeye, my fucking favorite cut. Man, I'm telling you. I had a nice salad, Thousand Island dressing, freaking a garlic bread from the store. It's on a French bread. It's already garlicked and buttered up, and you just put it in the toaster. I love that. Comes in a big foil. Comes in a big foil wrap. No, medium rare. What? Medium? What are you trying to cook the flavor out of your steak, Shelly? Medium rare, please. It can only be medium rare or more rare than that. I'll go rare. Cook the toxins out of it. I'll eat it. I like a little flavor with my beef. Now, I did have a little HP sauce on the side, but it was after I had a few bites without. I really didn't need it, but I was like, am I right or am I right? Oh, I'm sorry. Shelly Halliday. Shelly Halliday also knows about Sonny's Barbecue. I mean, you can't be from, well, let me tell you about HP sauce. Sonny's barbecue sauce, it's like HP sauce with added smoke flavor, but it's got that sweet, it's very sweet sauce. It's really good. So when you have it with garlic bread, it's like you're eating at fucking Sonny's Barbecue. Oh, God, which is just one of the delights of life, actually, is eating at that restaurant. If you know what to order. Anyway, so this movie is about, it's science fiction, it's sci-fi, right? And it's based in the present time. And a guy develops this really cool invention and has to deal with the complications of his creation. I'm telling you, man, it's a great movie. I really enjoyed it. I think you'll enjoy it too. And the movie is called Extracted. The acting is actually some of the better acting I've seen as of late. It's really good. I was really impressed with the acting, man. There's a lot of dialogue-ish parts in this, and the actors carry it well. Oh, you saw Extracted? Shelly, you saw it? It's good, right? Yeah, great movie. You know, there's one guy in the movies looks really familiar to me, and I don't know where I've noticed it. No, I seem to recognize him from another movie, but I don't know where. He just seems very familiar to me. kind of like the anti-hero dude. Florida in the house, but California now. Yeah. My voice is so hoarse. Try not to yell, but it just ends up getting hoarse, man. I don't know why. So let me check the news here really quick. See if anything's going on in the world. No. Weird. It's weird how they report the news. They just try to throw narrative at you. It's really weird. So the first two headlines, one's about the Derek Chauvin, George Floyd case. The third headline is about Ahmaud Arbery's. It's interesting. It's like that's what they want people talking about today. You know, it's like, okay, I get you. CNN meteorologist shows how rising sea levels will affect the coasts. That might interest us. Let's watch that. They're saying by 2050. Oh boy, do they got this shit wrong.
A 6-year-old girl.
Well, Anna, these reports that are coming out in the scientific community are still heralding the same message that climate change is occurring. If you're not on board the climate change train, get on board. The hottest 7 years, I mean, look at it. The last 7 have been the hottest, but we've been warming much more before that. These reports, however, are coming with more severity. This is the month of January, temperature anomalies. Many are like, hey, it's been a cold winter. Look at the blue in North America. That's because all the cold is getting pushed out of the Arctic. The Arctic is warming 3 times faster than the rest of the planet. Remember last year in Texas, 40% of the U.S. population lives within 60 miles of the coast. 40% of the world lives on coastlines. So here's what we're looking at. An increase in sea level. It's not just the melting of the ice caps in Greenland or in Antarctica. It's the warming of the waters, and that's called thermal expansion. It creates a higher sea level. So the report, here it is. We are warming up. Will warm up, or I should say a sea level rise in 30 years, just as we saw in the last 100, an incredible rate. And again, coastal areas, 10 to 12 inches. That's if we stay where we are in a planet rising. Notice, we're at 1.2 degrees Celsius. We're trying.
Dave D, he said they were rats, bro. But thanks for your expertise on the difference between barbecue squirrel and barbecue rat. I'll make sure never to take fucking food advice from you either. Mister, I think those, okay, buddy. Okay. He literally told me they were rats.
In 30 years, just as we saw in the last 100. An incredible. And again, 10 to 12 inches. That's if we stay where we are in a planet rising. Notice we're at 1.2 degrees Celsius. We're trying not to get to 2. At 1.5 degrees warm up, we're up 1.5 feet. But if we continue to do nothing, the report says 3 degrees Celsius warm up, we're at 21 feet on the coastlines. So again, the report goes on to say the Jersey coast back in the 50s would have coastal flooding with a high tide maybe once every 1 to 2 years. Now it's several times a year. But also since 2000, 2 days of flooding in Miami, Charleston, or even New York City, and now it's 10 days. The before and after pictures are astonishing. If you look at around, the Lady Liberty here at Ellis Island, complete inundation. That's with 3 degrees. So we're looking at some worst case scenarios because the planet is not doing enough. Governments think it's too expensive. If you think it's too expensive to change our policies to get into renewable energy, try moving cities from around not just the eastern coastline of the U.S., but out to the west as well and around the world. So again, as we're noticing this, the increased rate that we're seeing right now with doing absolutely nothing is mind-boggling. And now scientific projections are saying, hey, we're warming up faster than we thought we would. So these futuristic models are getting a better hand. That's San Francisco. You can go down to other rate that we're seeing right now with doing absolutely nothing is mind-boggling. And now scientific projections are saying, hey, we're warming up faster than we thought we would is mind-boggling. And now scientific projections are saying, hey, we're warming up faster than we thought we would. Projections are saying, hey, we're warming up faster than we thought we would. Projections are saying, hey, we're warming up faster than we thought we would. So these futuristic models are getting scientific projections are saying, hey, we're warming up faster than we thought we would.
Isn't it weird how years ago on this show I said, eventually you're going to start seeing weather reporters come on TV and they're going to be sounding the alarm about climate change as if they're just now discovering it. But you guys have all been warned about this. So I'm not going to fucking field any sorrow from anyone that's had access to my show about fucking climate change ever again. I've already absolved myself of any responsibility. You could have listened to me. You could have acted on what I said. You've had years to do it. And the chickens are coming home to roost, folks. This should be a flag to all of you that everything I said was correct all along. I've always been right about a lot of shit. Of course, this. But this is a CNN weatherman that is sounding the alarm now. Okay? And I guarantee you, he's got the numbers wrong. 2050 is wrong. Because we just watched a Nova special several days ago on this show. And what they said? They said, no, the climate projections, the computers are not being programmed with the feedback loops. They are not accurate. They are way behind. So even this guy saying what he's saying is inaccurate. Listen one more time.
But out to the west as well and around the world. So again, as we're noticing this, the increased rate that we're seeing right now with doing absolutely nothing is mind-boggling. And now scientific projections are saying, hey, we're warming up faster than we thought we would. So these futuristic models are getting a better hand. That's San Francisco. You can go down to other areas, even around the world. I mean, there's London. So again, these policymakers, sure, they can pledge whatever they want, but don't leave it up to individual companies to change this. These images are astonishing. However, one country is Indonesia, that has their capital in Jakarta, just broke ground on a new capital in Kalimantan.
Wow.
They are sinking as the sea levels rise. So these reports are coming out left and right.
Yeah, the reports are coming out left and right, and you guys aren't reporting on it. In fact, you're just adding it as a footnote in the last 3 seconds of this report when it should be the fucking headline. Right? They're moving the goddamn capital of their country. And it's a footnote that no one's going to fucking hear. It should be headline news, though, shouldn't it? Hey, by the way, a country's having to move their capital because, they're sinking due to, rising sea levels and climate change and global warming and all the things that Donald Trump and the Republicans have been telling you is a Chinese hoax. Please. There's more. I got more for you. So one of my favorite people, actually, one of my favorite Twitter friends as well. I like to call them my tweeps. She put up something I think you guys are going to find very interesting. Those of you who pay attention to this show. And, 2 weeks ago, my buddy Cyber Reload was on the show, and we were talking. And he said, they lifted all the COVID restrictions here in Denmark. And I said, watch what happens in 2 weeks. I said, in 2 weeks, Denmark's going to be sounding the alarm and saying that they fucked up. I said, this is just utter nonsense. These countries, they're so stupid. But I digress. So, does anybody in the chat, and we're dwindling. Here, let me just refresh the chat. Okay, great. Does anybody in the chat remember me telling you guys about 2 weeks ago that Denmark was going to encounter some issues with COVID because they just lifted all their COVID restrictions? And then Canada did it. And I said, watch, Canada will be next. And, they're doing it in the United States too. And they're doing it all around. They remember Ireland, Scotland, the UK, remember? You guys remember this? It was Ireland, Scotland, UK. It wasn't Canada, my bad. And I talked about this on the show. And I told you guys, yeah, February 14th was the date you gave. I gave the date. Josh, can you find, are you able to search it and find that actual, do you agree with him? Who's him? I don't know who him is, Zena. Who? Anyhow, they lifted restrictions on our mask mandates in San Diego. Sure they did. They're doing it all over the place. They're lifting restrictions everywhere. But I've got a retweet right here from Yahoo, from Bernie Bitch. You guys should all be following Bernie Bitch on Twitter. Bernie Bitch 420, I think, is her at. She gives us this. This looks like an advertisement. Okay, this is in warning the United States, COVID rates soar after Denmark lifts all restrictions. I hate to say this with a smile on my face. So Josh G literally is saying that I said it was February 14th. I made a prediction that it was February 14th. And I said, let me make a prediction today, February 14th. I said, in 2 weeks, you're going to see, it was February 14th. I bet you it was today. No, February 14th was the date you gave. Oh, I said by February 14th. So I was 2 days off on my prediction. So they're 2 days late with their announcement. That's what's up, Josh. I remember those shows, says Zena. Not in schools. Pine Beetle, says Zena. Do you agree with him? And then you say Pine Beetle. I don't know why you just said Pine Beetle. All right. Hard to believe Fox News is the only one broadcasting the truth of what is happening in Canada. What's the truth, Dave D? What's the truth? Because I've seen a lot of broadcasting on CNN about, the truckers being shut down by the government. That's being reported on CNN. I guess you don't watch other news, huh, Dave? You only watch Fox? That's hard to believe. You don't watch other news sources. Or, wait, let me guess. Fox News tells you that they're the only ones reporting on that, and you believe Fox News. Dave D. God, you're so funny. You get, Dave D., you get the news you deserve. You get the news you deserve. Everybody gets the news that they deserve. In fact, I'm going to tweet that. Everyone gets the news they deserve. That's a good fucking tweet. You know, you guys have the ability to not fucking sit there and just watch Fox News. You have the ability to not watch Fox News at all, which I don't recommend. Obviously, the ability to tell when I'm being lied to. So once again, I'll ask you, which you have not answered, but I'll ask you again, Dave D. Okay, let's see if you can answer me this time. What is the truth of what's happening with the convoy in Canada that all the other news agencies aren't reporting? Why don't you tell me that? I'll ask you that one more time. You never even answered. What do you got? You need the shirt like this? No law regarding cannabis. Thank you very much. On there. You get the news you deserve. Everyone gets the news they deserve. Right? Makes sense, doesn't it? You've got the ability to source shit out. Everybody's got the ability to fucking kill that goddamn gnat. Stay out of my fucking coffee, gnats. Get my gnat protector. Let's check out this article. At the beginning of February, Denmark made it lift the last of its COVID restrictions, federally declared as part of the pandemic. What day was it? Around the world, especially in the United States, Denmark's liberation from indoor mask mandates, vaccine passports, and nightclubs closures was heralded as watershed moment to shape things. Denmark's liberation. Yeah, because y'all are a bunch of fucking idiots. This marks the transition to a new era for all of us because Denmark will once again be an open society. Completely open, said Prime Minister Mette Frederiksen. All right. Since then, however, Denmark record more COVID-19 cases per capita than nearly anywhere else in the world, and both COVID hospitalizations and deaths have shot up by a third. Not looking good in Denmark, says Dr. Eric Topol, founder and director of the Scripps Translational Institute, tweeted Sunday, sharing several charts that terminated in near vertical upward lines. Deaths are now 67% of peak with a steep ascent. The world is looking at Denmark as a guide to removing all restrictions. And it seems that we've seen this movie before. Dude, you've seen this movie before played out over and over again right here on my channel. And I get it right every single time. And if you guys appreciate it, then you'll share this on Twitter. Go tell somebody on Twitter about it. Go like it, retweet it. Find that tweet that I put up that said, go retweet this video. Get a link to this video and tweet this video out on Twitter. And tell people, man, he totally knew. This guy is like the fucking oracle of the truth. He literally knew 2 weeks ago that Denmark was going to go crazy with COVID as if he could see into the future. Please. And said so on his show 2 weeks ago, made sure to say it, and even gave a date, a target date, that we'd be hearing back from fucking Denmark. Scotland and Ireland, you guys are next. And, the only reason you're not hearing about how bad Florida is because Floridians let Ron DeSantis hide their numbers. The Canadian government has implemented the Emergency Act, right? They can freeze bank accounts and crypto. Right. Anything they want. Okay, so now let's see, Dave D, if CNN reported on that, okay? Let's see if CNN reported on that. We'll do it like this. Because we reported it on my channel, and we talked about it here. Wow. Crazy. 2 days ago, bro. Where were you? All over CNN, bro. I'm going to make you look so bad right now. Fuck, dude. I wish you guys would just take a little bit of personal responsibility for yourselves, man. I tell you all the time. I tell you how bad fucking Fox News is, and you just fucking ignore me. I tell you how bad Republicans are, and you just fucking ignore me. I tell you how bad Donald Trump is, and you fucking ignore me. I tell you what a right-winger is, and you fucking ignore me. You know, I don't know how to get through to some of you Dave D kind of people out there. You know, how many times do I have to say it on this fucking show? But Dave D, wow, look at all those CNN reports. Every single one of those is a CNN report. And look what they say. Emergencies Act. Emergencies Act. Canadian law passed. The purpose of this act is national emergency, urgent, critical situation of temporary. There you go, bro. You just told me that the only one reporting on this was Fox News. And when I told you no, you had nothing to say to me. This is why. You're not going to acknowledge it? This might be the problem, Dave. You know? Fox News, guys, if you get your news from Fox News, Dave D, I'm sorry, bro, but if you're getting your news from Fox News, and if you're putting your faith in Fox News, you're making a huge mistake. You know, I don't know how else to tell you guys, how to appeal to you all, to get through to you guys. You know, but Jesus fucking Christ, Dave D, really? You're going to come in here and lay Fox News as a source of information and act like no one else reports on the shit Fox News does? Why? Because when they report on it, they say no one else is reporting on this but us, and you fucking believe them? And all you have to do is just a simple search to find out for yourself before you make yourself into a liar and a foot soldier for fucking Fox News by coming in here and being a mouthpiece for Fox News. They turned you into a liar. They literally, Fox News turned Dave D into a liar on my live stream. You literally just came in and lied to my goddamn audience. And I smelled it immediately. As soon as you said it, I was like, well, that's bullshit. But you stated it like it was a fact. Sorry, Nate, but all Canadian news is lying to everyone. Well, I accept your apology, bro, but you're not going to get anything better from fucking Fox News, bro. Do you understand what a right-winger is, Dave D? Do you know what a right-winger is? Let me explain it to you if you don't, since you're getting your news from a right-wing opinion. So literally, bro, they're not even news. They're literally opinion, and they claim that in lawsuits all the time. Oh, we're not news. We're opinion. We're all opinion. That's not news, bro. And if you fucking knew how to listen to the goddamn news when people are talking to you, you'd be able to tell instantly that they're using weasel words all the time to protect themselves from lawsuits. Yeah, I don't know what's up with the Canadian news, but I know if you're getting your news from Fox News, Dave, you're getting your news from people, and just hear me. Say a rape, or an incest rape or some shit like that. Right-wingers don't think they have a right to have an abortion, bro. That's just for starters. Right-wingers change the lines of election territories to limit the amount of black people who can vote. It's called gerrymandering. That's a right-winger, Dave. Does that sound like something you support? Because that's something the fools on Fox News support. All of them do. I could keep going. Right-winger hears the name critical race theory, gets offended, right? And can no longer function. They shut down. You just say the word no. I don't know what you're saying no to. Let me tell you what critical race theory entails. It entails the history of the United States of America and what we did. The horrible things we did to the natives when we moved here. We murdered and raped 80 million people, right? And the Republicans don't want that shared with their children in school. They want to lie to their kids. That's a right winger, Dave D. You understand that now? Are you starting to understand what a right winger is? Now, I'm not telling you that left wingers are much better because they're really not anymore. They've become disgusting. But they don't stand for almost anything that I just told you that right wingers do. And that kind of separates right wing from left wing. So understand that Fox News is a completely right wing opinion. They literally just lie to you, bro. They do everything they can to fucking lie to you. And you know, if you're swallowing that down, bro, you are. I mean, my uncle, he's an old man, and he used to watch Fox News, and he thought they were just telling him the truth all the time. He loved Donald Trump. He loved Fox News. And he believed everything they said. People have stopped calling Fox News out, bro, because it's just become such a goddamn caricature of itself. I mean, why the fuck would you call out a fucking clown show anymore? It makes you a clown show because everyone knows it's a fucking clown show now. So nobody even bothers anymore. They just let them fucking spout their bullshit. And Dave, people like you are supposed to realize you shouldn't be. I mean, you want to watch it for entertainment value and laugh. That's one thing. You're not supposed to be watching them and believing them that no one else reports on this. The magic stories that only they report on. You literally bought that, bro. You literally bought that bullshit from them. And all you had to do was this. And I wish you motherfuckers would start using goddamn Google to get your fucking news instead of trusting fucking Fox opinion cunts. All right, Dave? So we did already cover what's going on in Canada. I don't feel the need to talk about it again. You guys know how I feel about it. If they were standing on the sidewalks and they weren't blocking traffic, they could still be out there protesting. Maybe don't use the semis to do it. Keep protesting. I'm all for the protest. I'm blocking traffic. I didn't support Black Lives Matter in blocking traffic, and I don't support a bunch of truckers in blocking traffic. And neither should you. It could be your relative, grandmother, family member that needs some supply on the other end of that fucking blockade. Please. Just a smart guy doing this every day, guys. Lied to you about my IQ the other day, by the way. Sorry, all I was trying to... You don't have to apologize, Dave. I'm having fun with you. All I was trying to say is I'm really disappointed in Canadian media. I know, right? They're lying the whole country. I believe you, Dave, but, we're not surprised. We talk about this all the time. We watch Jimmy Dore. He talks about the way the media is bought by the government. They're bought by the industries. Everyone, it's a big fucking circle jerk, bro. Right? We know. Let's just get high, bro. What do you say, Dave D? Let's just get high, bro. I'll do a dab. Yo, Dave D, you want to do a dab, Did? Yo, Dave D, want to do a dab, Did? I'll pull up the crypto, Dave. We can talk crypto. Yo, Dave, you want to talk some crypto, son? Look at us. Look at us looking at you, looking at that, and looking at this. We're talking crypto, folks. We're looking at the crypto stuff. Hey, looking at us, looking at you, looking at this and that. Let's move this over here a little bit. I think I'm going to get bigger. And I'm going to go over here. Right here. I'm going to put these right here. Yeah. All right, let's do a dab. You could have dab, Did? You could have dab, Did? Once I say do a dab and I grab the torch, it's like I don't hold the bong for 20 minutes. It's like we're going in. We're going in hot. Dude, I think that's the funniest thing that has ever happened on this live stream ever. I can't believe that just happened to me. We're going in hot right now. No waiting. You know, that's the good thing about me doing a dab is when I say we're doing it, we're going right in. I'm not going to sit and hold the bong or anything. No, I'm just going to hold a torch with absolutely no butane in it. Bro, I can't believe this thing must have leaked out. I must have had it on a little bit. I must have had it open a little bit. Must not have closed it off the last time I used it because I've never had it do that to me before. Okay, let's try this again, shall we? Reboot. Dab. Reboot. God, I wish all the Canadians were here, Dave. Can you summon the Canadians, bro, or are they happen to be podcasting right now? I don't even know. Today's Wednesday. Is it it's a podcast day for one of them, isn't it? All right. No law regarding my Canadian friends and family that podcasters. Oh yeah. What is this DMT? No, it's cannabis. Cannabis oil. God, you're a noob, Carpe Diem. I thought you've been watching for a long time. You never seen concentrated cannabis oil before? It's trip. It's got a funky beat, and I can bug out to it. Those data do not capture the epidemic situation in Denmark. Wow, man. They're saying it's really bad right now in Denmark, guys. And, I warned y'all. I warned y'all about putting your kids in school. I was right about that. I warned you guys about basically just all the common sense science stuff that I learned. Crypto Night in Canada. Oh, they were live. Bro, does Candace Mountain still come in here? Yeah, she does. They might even be in here right now, or any of my Canadian family friends in here right now. Say hello. They like to come in here after they finish, unless they go into an after party. Sometimes they'll do that too. Offline. They might be doing that actually. Yeah, maybe they're not here. Let me get this off the screen. Wow. Wow, man. She got 20 likes on her post. Holy shit, man. Bernie bitch. Did I not retweet it? How did I not retweet that? Oh, that is weird. Wow, man. I'm getting so. You guys are driving me fucking crazy on Twitter. I can't believe it. You guys are fucking blowing my shit up. Thank you so much. Holy shit. Thank you, man. Yes, it's good to see. Um, let's see anything. All right, let's see what Ben Shapiro has to say about this gender thing. Oh my god, dude. Where's the fucking video at? Man, people are destroying Ben Shapiro. He's arguing it should be illegal to discuss the existence of gay people in schools. Wow, what an idiot.
In the next 100 years, and it puts all the low-lying areas on the coast underwater, right? Which, let's say all of that happens. You think that people aren't going to just sell their homes and move?
He's such an idiot. Where is him? Dude. I can't find where he's actually talking about this. Ben Shapiro wants to fuck his sister is trending on Twitter. Oh, God. Oh my god, I fucking love this. Oh my god. Dude, people are just destroying him, man. Somebody said, I want to crack Ben Shapiro's neck like a little glow stick. Dude, that tweet has 3,959 likes and 125 retweets, man. Oh my god. Are you guys still with me? Well, I don't know where he is actually speaking. Um I just laugh. Bro, when I go through tweets, man, this is what I do. I just sit here and laugh my ass off. People are so fucking funny, man. They just keep me laughing and laughing. I can't believe the sick shit people fucking say on Twitter, man. They really fucking hate him. I can't see this. Oh my god. Oh my god. Dude, people are so funny, man. I can't believe this. Oh my god, look at this tweet and you tell me it said it is my duty to inform the public that Mr. Oshiro Celeste is Ben Shapiro. uh, Dude, dude, as much as I disagree with Ben Shapiro, I gotta say, him showing the world how much he wants to fuck his sister is based and honorable. You guys have to see the sister fucking beams. They're so fucking hilarious. Ben Shapiro literally posted a photograph of his sister pregnant with giant boobs. And on the post, he says, I've been staring at this picture for hours or all day or something. And you're just like, he's like, I literally can't believe how beautiful my sister is. I've been staring at this photograph all day. Really been staring at, and she's wearing the most inappropriate outfit, bro. Look, because her boobs are just so big and she shouldn't be wearing this outfit. It's so stupid. Look what she's wearing. Look at the way her boobs are in that thing, you know? And we're just like, okay, we get it. You know, what the fuck are you wearing? Are you wearing that for? Holy shit. Anyway, the caption from Ben Shapiro says, look how beautiful my sister looks, simply glowing. I've literally been staring at these photos for hours. And then everybody on Twitter took close-ups of her boobs and said that they were going to remind Ben Shapiro why he's so attracted to these photographs. It is just so fucking funny. You can just go through it. What's this? Oh, that's not a video. I hate when you click on something that's not a fucking video. I keep going through them, dude. Every single tweet I read, it's just comedic genius. No, that's not the fucking argument, hippie chick. Jesus fucking Christ. But thanks for trying to define what you believe the argument is. Fucking right winger. Oh, I'm fucking disgusted, man. Oh my God. It's typical of a right winger to sit here and try to tell me what the fucking argument is. I love it. Thank you. Thank you for clearing that up for me. I never, I never would have known how to think about this situation if you hadn't planted all those seeds in my brain for me. Thank you. Now I know how to look at this fucking entire situation. The argument is, why the fuck are right-wing cunts worried about what the fuck they're being, hearing in fucking school? Why the fuck are they worried about it? Why are they so butthurt over their children being more educated than they were? You retracted it? Yeah, it was pretty stupid. That's the fucking argument. The argument is, hey man, if right-wingers are so supportive of the First Amendment, what the fuck are they trying to control speech for in a goddamn classroom then? If somebody's smart enough to become a fucking teacher, let them teach their fucking curriculum. And if you don't like what they taught your student, your child when they come home, you can tell them what you fucking think. And then you can see if your child is going to take your bullshit racist narrative over the probably the much healthier narrative that they get at school. Whether it's critical race theory or the fact that some of them may be gay. Wow. Oh, I think they're just not comfortable with teachers having the ability to talk sex with their children. No, it's not it at all, hippie chick. It's not it. It's not the fucking argument. God damn. Are you fucking watching Fox News too? Who the fuck are you listening to? I know you didn't make that shit up on your own. God, that could have been right off a goddamn The Five from Fox News or fucking douchebag fucking Tucker Carlson. God damn, man. Fuck. You've got cunts like Ben Shapiro that don't think teachers should be able to have freedom to teach your children in a school without being severely regulated and throttled by, their restrictions and their regulations. That's what it's about. It's about muzzling teachers. It's about First Amendment being shit all over. You probably did get that one from Fox. Yeah. Maybe you're one of the people that shouldn't be watching Fox, hippie chick. You're one of the people that can't figure it out. It's opinion. It's all opinion, hippie chick. God, I just went through this with Dave D. Don't make me fucking raise my voice again. Oh. I wish I could slam my head against this desk repeatedly without hurting myself. Just for fucking effect. I need a dab. But you need to realize, since I don't know if you have a narrative identification issue or what. If you find yourself agreeing with Ben Shapiro, hippie chick, you might be a shit fucking right winger. Hey, Cyber Reload. Moo, brother. Sorry about what's going on in Denmark, man. I'm sorry I had to predict that shit. Right? Cheers, homie. Yeah, you got it from a school board meeting from some stupid fucking parent that thought they were a goddamn scholar. My child might find out that their friends are gay. Is that going to turn my child gay? Get over it. Fuck you. There's something wrong with you. Gender's not an issue. Get the fuck over it. Jordan Peterson, Ben Shapiro, state of Florida, wherever the fuck they're trying to pass these stupid laws. Hippie chick. You guys need to get the fuck over gender and not worry about it, okay? Kids can learn about gender. They can learn about critical race theory. They can learn about fucking the shitty things that America did. It's no big deal. It's like, who fucking cares what you like to be called? He, she, whatever the fuck day of the week you want to be called, whatever the fuck you want to be called. Nobody fucking cares. Just tell me what you want me to call you, and I'll call you that. And if I call you the wrong thing, you can fucking correct me. But don't be a bitch about it. Love you too, Dave D. He says, you're not a true fan of Nay until he tears a strip out of you and you keep watching. Lol. Love you, bro. Right on. Right on. I got a sore spot around the whole right-wing thing since fucking Jimmy Dore fucking bitch slapped me on Twitter. Boy, oh boy, was that exciting. I mean, that's just fucking exciting. I had a conversation with Jimmy Dore. As you, most of you, agreed with me and you went and you liked it and you retweeted it, you know? And to me, that says that you don't just blindly, which is not what I want, is that you agreed with my sentiment, with what I said. There was nothing I said to Jimmy Dore that was, number one, inappropriate, number two, wrong. It was completely accurate. So why not agree with what I said, right? I was trying to fucking get him to realize that he's letting memes cover for the fucking right wing, you know? And when you put someone like Ron Johnson, Ron Johnson, you know, Don fucking Surf Shop Johnson on your show, and you pretend that he's a legitimate piece of straw for your argument, because that's all he is a fucking piece of straw, then you've been hoodwinked by the right narrative, bro, and it's crazy. And then you putting up this, you know, oh, that's so right wing. Oh, that's so right wing. Dude, that's just you fucking, you know, striking Obi-Wan down, man, and turning to the dark side of the fucking force, bro. That's all you're doing when you have Robert F. Kennedy Jr. on your show. You know, a guy who says that 5G is here for spying on us. That's what 5G is, guys. It's here for spying on us by the U.S. government. 5G, it's evil. That's the source of information. You know, when you want to say that someone who hates women and black people as much as Tucker Carlson does, and he does because he supports gerrymandering, he supported Donald Trump and all the racist rhetoric that came out of that motherfucker and defended it while pointing at the left and calling them the real racists, which, you know, he kind of does hit every once in a while like a fucking broken clock. But I digress. That guy's fucking evil. And Jimmy Dore running cover for him. Oh, he's not that bad or whatever. What? I don't know if I'm out of line here or not. I think you guys, what you did for me on Twitter, you made me think that I'm not out of line, that I was okay to say that to him. After years of supporting him and reaching out to him and being ignored and ignored and ignored and ignored and ignored. And finally, the one time he decides to interact with me on Twitter, it's over something where I obviously didn't miss the point of, and he tells me I missed the point. No, I expanded on your point, bro. You know, yeah, there is a problem with people on the left saying that everything they disagree with is right wing. I totally agree. But let's not forget what the right wing is and why they hate them so much. You know, the left wing hates the right wing because the right wing hates a woman's right to choose, hates your child to get educated properly in a school. You know, there's a lot of good reasons. But you can buy a sticker who will protect you from... I saw that, bro. I've seen that fucking video, you know, because I watched Thunderfoot and he debunked it, and it's great. Yeah, the sticker. Oh my God. The sticker for your phone. You seen that one? You put it on your phone and it protects you from the, oh God. It's like tinfoil. It's supposed to protect you from the 5G waves or something. Crypto's falling. Crypto has fallen. Crypto has fallen. No law regarding crypto falling here. You know, we'll bring that up in a second. Cheers, guys. Evening. Hey, Karen. Real one. What's up, real one? Hey, Randy. What's up? What's up, everybody? Are we smoking? What are we doing here? Look, all these people just got here. You guys all just waltzed right in. What time is it? 8 o'clock. Okay, that's good to know. 8 o'clock on is it a Wednesday, right? Wow. 8 p.m. on a Wednesday, guys. Holy shit, we struck gold, man. That must be the time you guys want to hang out and chill. All right, cool. Anything else you guys want to talk about? Or you want me to talk about that's not going to piss me off and make me lose my voice? Let me know, because I just appreciate so many of you guys showing up. Hey, name, I good. Hey, William Robertson, I am good. Thank you for asking. Watched a good movie. It was called It's called Extracted. It's good. Amazon Prime free movie. Extracted. Good movie. 2-hour movie. Worth the time, worth the investment, man. It's good. It's good, man. There's just it's just done well, man. You know, it's one of those movies. It's just they knew what they were fucking doing. They knew how to make a movie, and they made a good movie. Somebody's like, hey, man, I know how to make a good movie. You guys want to get together and make a good movie? Let's do it. 2013, I believe, or 2014. Next time you're going to grow? Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Next time I'm going to grow. I don't know. Next time I'm going to grow. I don't know. I got to go to Florida. So I don't know. I got to go to Florida, you know. And I won't be growing while I'm there. You know, it takes, you got to really know this property to grow here, this house. Nobody else can do it. And, you know, and I wouldn't be surprised if almost every grow is like that. You know, if it's not your grow, you're gonna I have plenty of, like I said, real one, I don't know. I got plenty of cannabis, you know, plenty of cannabis. So I don't plan on growing. It's too time consuming. Right now I've got other things that I'm concentrating on. So it's a good thing I've stored up a lot of cannabis, you know, and I'm prepared. What have I been puffing? Old Harvest. I'm here for the more movie review and sesh for all. Time to get high up in this bitch. Right now I'm smoking cherry pie. And I've been smoking more of plant number 1, which was Girl Scout cookie, but right now I'm smoking cherry pie. It's kind of a thinner smoke, I believe. I don't think my smoke rings are as thick with this one. I can't remember. No law regarding thinner smoke rings. Cheers. Cheers, Cyber. But it's very smooth too. And he's okay. Mother of all cherries. No, real one. I'm sorry, not. Is that a strain of cannabis? Holy shit. You guys want to talk about anything? I looked at the news. I can look at what's trending. Wait. What is trending? What is trending? Nothing. Nothing worth talking about. All right, let me just look at my YouTube following here and see if any of them are talking about anything. You know, I was just kind of thinking with what's gone on in Denmark, now that Cyber's here. Hey, Cyber can back me up. Oh, fucking Jackson Hinkle's live. No shit. Does 5G help you? I don't have 5G, William. I wish I did, buddy. I wish I had 5G. Where was I? I was going to tell you guys something. I can't remember what it was. Holy shit. What was I going to tell you? Oh, it was Cyber Reload. Cyber Reload. Cyber. Do you remember about 2 weeks ago when Denmark, you're going to laugh your ass off, bro. When Denmark said they were going to release all the restrictions and you and I were talking and I said, oh yeah, bro, I predicted on my show that they're going to be saying there's a horrible amount of cases and deaths and everything. I was like, watch 2 weeks. Remember, I was like, 2 weeks. 2 weeks. I was saying it like that from that Schwarzenegger movie. Oh, what is this? Another one of your movie proofs? Get in the chopper. You remember that? Rubber baby. I bet you didn't know I was going to say that, Daniel. I like Dan the way he's looking at him. He's just like, it's like Daniel's all like, I'm up here, pal. I don't know where you are. I reside up here. Unreal. Yeah. Brother, I want to go over to fucking Jackson. I have so much fun watching Jackson Hinkle. I wish you guys, look, watch Jackson Hinkle with me, man. You guys watch some Jackson Hinkle with me. If he's not talking about
it.
If he's not talking about anything we want to watch, we won't watch it, okay?
That draws attention.
But I have a lot of
to
fun.
The issues that you want to push, and that's the way that potentially you persuade people. Or maybe people don't like your issue and they turn against you. And in this case, look, we know that the vast majority of Canadians and even truckers don't actually agree with them. Now,
the vast majority of Canadians and truckers don't agree with them. These are some of the biggest protests that I've ever seen. I mean, we have these.
He's talking about the Canadian. He's talking about the convoy.
In smaller cities now in Canada. There was tens of thousands.
Where's Dave D
involved in this protest?
Where's Dave D?
It's still growing. You have
there you go, bro.
Thousands of people all across Canada that are supporting these trucks.
Hey, look, 420. Let's smoke.
Seen the New Zealand protest?
He's got 420 out of 500. Let's smoke.
Where you literally have miles and miles and miles, or kilometers and kilometers of roads and bridges that are occupied by anti-mandate protesters.
Jeez Louise, that is
an Australian accent.
A horrible accent.
Seriously though, like this, I'm dead ass about this shit because like these protests are huge.
Dave, look, he's talking about
Canada,
bro.
For anyone to say that they're not, I mean, you're just choosing to ignore the reality. Right? I can't wait till it comes to the United States and these people are having to hide in fear in the basement of the Young Turks, Culver City, as they watch the Freedom Convoy.
Culver
travel
City, he
through
fucking calls
Wisconsin.
out where they're at.
Well, you do not have to have
Cheers,
a
guys.
lot of popular support for your protest to be legitimate. You can be incredibly unpopular. So they're free to do that. The question then is, and this is an honest question I would ask to good faith conservatives. So why
does he act like this is only a conservative issue? I mean, there's people left, right, center, everywhere in between and beyond politically that support this anti-mandate effort, because it's not about right, it's not about left, it's not about pro-vaccine or anti-vaccine. This is about working conditions becoming intolerable for workers. That's all it's about at the end of the day. And it can.
Cheers, Cyber. Cheers, hippie chick. Man, what's going on? Let's check his chat. Is that him or me?
Expand beyond that to
I think it's
greater
me.
economic issues for these workers. It can. It hasn't yet, though.
Daily Mail. Guns confiscated, not connected to the convoy. Plausible plot to plant guns to discredit the movement.
Really? So that clip that they just showed about, what? Wow. Color me surprised. Thank you, El Rock and Rolla, for that incredible information. Let's see here. Confiscated, connected to convoy.
Where's the
Daily
chat?
Mail.
Why can't we get the chat?
Let's see here.
Mini player, default. There we go. We need default view. Why is it default on the default?
Wow, let's take a look at this.
Why didn't default on the default? It should default on the default. It didn't default on the default view. That doesn't even make sense. You know,
protests now, the Freedom Convoy.
It doesn't default on the default view because, there's some re-engineer over there at YouTube that thought that was a bad idea for the one that's called default to actually default on.
Cache of semi-automatic weapons at Canadian border, crossing hours before Trudeau's draconian declaration of emergency. Mounties admits they're not part of Freedom.
I'm going to send him a super chat.
Paper Wen, thank you so much for resubscribing on Twitch. Honk honk, yes, thank you for support. Single dad.
Well,
Johnson,
no, I'm not going to super chat him. I don't want to bother.
Law 39 was among 11 people charged Monday in the village of Couts near the Montana border, where police seized multiple long guns, hundreds of bullets, and body armor. Law, who was charged with mischief and possession of a weapon, was described by a friend as an incredibly good human being. The mayor of the village where the arrests were made said the men were not connected with the Freedom Convoy. Quote, the people who were actually involved in the arrests were not a part of the blockade group, the mayor said. They were outsiders. Wow. So John Idarola and the Young Turks are saying that, and insinuating at least, that these individuals were a part of the Freedom Convoy. Let's actually go back to that and just see what he had to say here, because that's really interesting. All right, we're at 4 minutes and 53 seconds in. Let's not forget that time.
I'm awake for a morning, 420. Hill House, cheers.
We'll have to see in a week or two where that's at. Bear in mind, a few things have also happened recently. The decision to invoke the law came as the Royal Canadian Mounted Police in Alberta said on Monday that they had arrested 13 people and seized items including guns, body armor, and ammunition. You can see actually a shot of some of what was seized. I'm assuming that is in the Canadian context a large arsenal. It's one family's worth of guns.
It is. That looks like my gun collection.
And Trudeau is saying
that's fucking funny.
Did he even say whether or not this
that looks like
the Freedom Convoy?
That looks like my private guns. It looks like my private gun collection. If I laid it all out, they would look probably just like that.
The Royal Canadian Mounted Police in Alberta said on
That's
Monday that
fucking
they
funny.
arrested 13 people and seized items including guns, body armor, and ammunition. You can see
that was accurate reporting.
Some of what was seized. I'm assuming that is in the Canadian context a large arsenal. It's one family's worth of guns here in the U.S. But
my Beazle, my Beazle, my Beazle, my
He was, everything he's talking about here is about the Freedom Convoy protest. He says that the decisions to impose fiercer restrictions upon the Freedom Convoy protests invoke this Emergency Act, which is labeling the protesters as terrorists and those who fund them as funders of terrorism. He says,
I hope it's coming in clear for you
this
guys.
is in connection to and taking place directly after Alberta police confiscated all these guns and ammunition from a group of individuals.
These lies you're talking about, bro. I got you, Dave.
Without providing any
Aren't you glad we're watching it?
whether or not this group was associated with the Freedom Convoy. Let's actually take a look and confirm whether or not this group was associated with the Freedom Convoy. Oh, they are not. They're not. Even the mayor of the city in which they're arrested in said they're not affiliated with it. Picture, Daily Mail. One of the 11 men arrested carrying huge cache of semi-automatic weapons at Canadian border crossing hours before Trudeau's draconian declaration of emergency. Mounties admit they are not part of Freedom Convoy. The mayor of the town or the village where the arrests were made said the men were not connected with the Freedom Convoy. Quote, the people who were actually involved in the
I don't trust the Daily Mail,
group, the mayor said.
But that's a lot of sources, man.
There's no indication the guns were connected to the theft.
That's a lot of sources.
Carrying some 2,000 small caliber guns. Yeah, this is crazy. So there's a guy who was arrested, 39 years old, 11 people charged Monday in the village of Couts near the Montana border. Police seized multiple guns, long guns, hundreds of bullets, and body armor. That's the exact same thing. So this is the same exact story. And John Iadarola, the Young Turks here, is claiming this is associated with the Freedom Convoy. These are Freedom Convoy people. That's what this whole segment is about. You can see here, Trudeau declares emergency and bid to end trucker protests. And let's listen to it one more time. Just keep in mind, the mayor of the village in which these individuals were arrested and the local police force, the Mounties, whatever, they some Canadian thing, they said that they are not affiliated with the Freedom Convoy. So, John, why are you
how many guns?
Why are you trying to make out the
I think I own like 10 guns.
Or planning to commit violence, or like why are you making them seem like they have these guns and stuff? And that's not.
Let's go through them.
Let's take
I got a little. Let's go through the 22s first. I got a 22 short rifle, squirrel gun, single shot. It's cute.
The decision would came as the Royal Canadian
I've got a 22
Monday that they had arrested 13 people
long
and seized items
military style
ammunition. You can see
sniper rifle.
A shot of some of what was seized.
I've got a
that is in the Canadian context.
next we'll go up in caliber.
It's one family's worth of guns here in the U.S., but
I've got a let's say
so he says that the government
I've got an SKS. We're going up in caliber here, I believe. Got an SKS.
And this
I've got
all these guns, ammunition, and body armor.
38 caliber revolver. I've got a
this had nothing to do with the Freedom Convoy. So John, why are you lying, bro? Why are you so desperate to smear this protest?
I want to say 40 40 caliber saddle rifle, 40 caliber. I've got 45 auto Glock. Got the
many now can't even continue working because of these cross-border.
Got the 20 gauge.
And again, this is the
shotgun.
Trudeau government that just a few months ago was saying that he was tweeting out.
And I got 7 I could count. But no, I don't hunt. I got 7 I could count. But I will chase squirrels off with 22s. I'll scare them away. I'll shoot the branches that they're on and make them run away because they make a mess in my yard. But I won't hit them. I won't hurt them. I don't want to hurt an animal. I love animals. But I will use a gun to scare a motherfucker off, bro. I fired a gun to scare my neighbor's dog off once.
Home of progressives, Young Turks.
Just a 22. So, I think that's all of them. I think I came up with 7.
Thank you for the super chat.
Also, the guy arrested, Mr. Law, is Indigenous. Embarrassed smiley face. Embarrassed smiley face. Not a white supremacist.
Yep. Todd, thank you for the super chat as well.
I'm not sure how to confirm it, but after the accounts being frozen, there may be a run on Canadian banks.
Yeah, who knows? Justin, thank you for the super chat.
I can't believe how
My neighbor told me to throw rocks at it.
From whichever authority is being challenged by the protest during every sizable protest.
I want more coffee.
No, I agree 100%. 100%. All right, let's keep watching.
Ask to good faith conservatives. So what is the limit then? I don't believe it's on me, especially in the Canadian context, to say you get to block the streets of Ottawa for 3 days or 8 days. When people don't seem to be buying it, they're not getting onto your side. So then how long?
It's a good chat number.
People aren't buying it. People aren't getting on
Once
their
again,
side.
it got
thousands
stuck.
Of people that are
But it's still good.
Supporting these protesters. Stop trying to make this into something it's not. You're twisting the story so far here. You're twisting yourself into a pretzel so much.
That's why I unsubscribed to John Iadarola a long time ago.
There's no more streets in Ottawa. Forever. Is that actually what you want?
Put up some tweets about John Iadarola. You can go look them up.
Can we
imagine if he said this all during BLM? Imagine if he said, "So what? You're just gonna burn down retail stores forever? There's just gonna be no more retail stores? You're just gonna have riots in the streets like forever? Like you're just gonna, continue rioting the streets every night? Like there's gonna be no more peace? Like imagine if he said that."
I appreciate this commentary. You guys like Jackson?
Right. And part of the point of protest, left wing or right wing,
he does the whistle thing with the S's.
And so, for example, in Selma, Alabama, when they were doing the march in the civil rights,
I've got no coffee. What am I thinking?
Obviously the cops,
I want more coffee.
Did a cavalry charge on them on horses, but they also sick dogs on them. And some of the most powerful pictures were of civil rights protesters being mauled by dogs. And so once they got attention to the issue, the whole country realized, oh my God, they still don't have basic rights in the South for African Americans, not basic rights. And then the country said, that's not good. We don't want that. And Lyndon Johnson, pushed very aggressively by Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, and the others, passed the Civil Rights Act and the Voting Rights Act, which required big majorities to do that because they had to get past the filibuster, okay? And so now when the right wing draws attention, and they've done the trucker convoy in terms of the original point of the protest, to draw attention to your cause, has done a spectacular job. Well, everybody's heard of it. And so their cause
he's borderline morbidly obese too, bro.
All the doctors are morons, and we right-wing truckers, is specific, not all truckers, okay, have got this figured out, and the truckers know better than the doctors.
The thing with Cenk is he wears it better than most people, but you can see he's borderline. He's killing himself with sugar.
And
it's fucking sad to see
again,
it.
I'm just
anybody.
So glad
it's
that,
sad to see anybody doing that.
Our haters and our opposition have such dumb, moronic takes. Jake, this is about working conditions. This is about working conditions. That's what it's about.
Bro, I will judge your BMI just based right here, brother.
Other countries are going
this is the goddamn giveaway. I could tell.
Are doing away with, Thank you for the super chat. And good point. Yeah.
Because when you lose the weight down here, this goes away.
And personal medical decisions for these workers, right? Why? Okay, here's a good question for Jake. Why is it that in the United States, virtually every single job industry, virtually every single job, doesn't have vaccine mandates as an industry standard, right?
Because that's how they can
truckers have to adhere to this.
Fight with them.
Why is it that they have? So, Jake, tell me the science behind making truckers and freighters having to get the vaccine, but no one else has to, right? Or maybe in the United States, sure, we have like healthcare workers, they have to get it. But in Canada, Jeremy Corbyn says no vaccine mandates for NHS staff. Jean-Luc Mélenchon in France, leftist, he said no vaccine mandates. Russian communists, no vaccine mandates. Peru Libre, militants opposed to vaccine mandates. You have many within the mosque that have overturned these efforts of vaccine mandates because the base of the movement for socialism in Bolivia says no mandates. What does Jake know that the rest of the world doesn't? What does Jake know about why truckers need vaccine mandates.
Yeah,
but
sure,
virtually
sure,
every
Dave
other
D,
industry
sure.
doesn't need vaccine mandates.
Sure.
I'm just curious.
Okay. Now, how long are you going to continue to make your case, which the great majority of Canadians find to be?
And Dave D, thank you for asking. That's very nice of you. Most people don't do that.
I don't know. Those are good questions, right? Those are good questions because I want to allow protests as much as possible. But at some point, I don't know what the time period is after you're still blocking the roads, which is, yes, technically illegal, right? And there's a lot of things that happen that are technically illegal in a protest, right? But I would account for and say it's okay, right? Yeah. But there are some things you can't do. So, like, for example, when the Bundy guys took over a Federal Reserve, and not a Federal Reserve, that would be a different act. And then trust me, that then all of a sudden the government would care, right? But when they took over that federal land in Oregon, well, you can't come in with guns and take over like land and say it's now mine, right? So there's different levels of criminality, et cetera. So that's an interesting conversation. But of course, right-wing media is not having an interesting conversation.
Well, and the difficult thing is that, like, I was trying to ask an honest question, but we can't, for the vast majority of these things, we can't have an honest, open conversation about this because most of the people involved in this are operating in entirely bad faith. Like, if you are just a trucker who wants people to be aware of the mandate thing, then you might have a certain limit for how long you think it makes sense to do your protest. If on
what truckers are out there protesting and what people are out there protesting in the freezing fucking cold? Who out of the people who donated millions and millions of dollars to this effort did it because they want people to be aware of the mandate thing? We want people to be aware of the mandate thing. No, it's not being aware of the mandate thing. This is about, again, for the zillionth fucking time, intolerable working conditions and getting not only the Trudeau regime to drop their cross-border vaccine mandates for truckers and freighters, but also encourage the Trudeau regime to reach out to the Biden regime to get Biden to drop the similar U.S. cross-border vaccine mandates for American truckers, right? So that's what this is about. It's about dropping the vaccine mandates for truckers and freighters going across the border.
Exactly.
And they're like, it's about making people aware about this issue, right? Because like that was the mindset of so many people who were just virtue signaling during the Black Lives Matter protests. Like me during Black Lives Matter, I wanted substantive change. I wanted like real policy changes. I wanted real, changes within police departments across this country. Police departments are government gangs. We need real changes there. But there were so many people who would just go out to protest and think that we don't really have problems with the police. We just don't like it when they kill people. And so, well, they do a lot more than just kill innocent, unarmed people. Black people at a disproportionately high rate. There's a lot of disgusting, terrible fucking. We have in the Los Angeles Sheriff's Department, we have like 13 different sheriff's gangs. That's what this is about.
Philip,
so it's not like how people,
Philip
Palazzolo. It's not like how people feel about the virtue signaling during the Black Lives Matter protests, where there was a lot of people who just went out for their Instagram photos to say that they participated in this.
Would I be happy if I got some more confetti?
Deeply care about these
another
issues,
cup of confetti.
like some of us did in Black Lives Matter.
Who wants another cup of confetti? Let me know in the chat. Yes or no?
They want to see real
on the confetti. Yes or no?
The dropping of these vaccine passports and vaccine mandates for cross-border freighters and truckers. That's what they want. It's not about making people aware of these issues. It's about changing the politics.
On the other hand, you're an American right-wing news network that would desperately like all of the time between now and the 2022 congressional elections and possibly the 2024 presidential election to just be a vague, amorphous, never-ending Tea Party-esque trucker protest. Then you don't care about persuading people on the mandates or anything like that. You just want there to be stuff so that you don't have to talk about specific policies. Just a thick
specific policies like cross-border vaccine mandates and passports. Do you even know that this is what they're protesting about? Do you even know that? Do you know the nature of these vaccine mandates and who they allow in and who they don't allow in and who they allow in for 14-day, wait periods, quarantine periods? Do you even know the makeup of these laws that they're protesting against and trying to get them to drop? Do you understand the implications of having these vaccine mandates and passports for truckers who are already vaccinated and why they oppose them too, because it causes them to lose money because they have to wait in these lines crossing the border to get their vaccines checked. Do you understand any of this, John, or are you just talking out of your ass right now and smearing a workers' rights protests?
Thing where truckers are there, whatever. And fundamentally, if we're talking about good faith, what does the right actually think about this? I want to have a conversation about how much allowance for protest. We err on the side of a lot of allowance for protest, including inconvenient protest. They're pretending that they want to do that right now, but clearly they don't.
What is this bullshit idea that there's a time limit on protests? What imagine if during the women's suffrage movement, if you had John Iadarola and Jake Huger covering this, and they're like, these women have been very uppity for many months now, and I just don't know if we can tolerate this anymore. I think we need to have someone go in and shut this down and seize some bank accounts.
Lockdown leftists would like you to focus on anything but the reason for the protest. They focus on awareness. VC ending mandates would end protests.
Exactly. I agree with you 100%. Analytical failure. Thank you for the super chat. Leftists would like you to focus on anything but the reason for the protest. They focus on awareness because ending mandates. Yeah, exactly. No, 100%. They don't want to address the substantive issues here. I mean, imagine if during the civil rights movement, if John and Jake were out there and they're like, these police are really using a lot of our precious public water supply in, hosing down these civil rights protesters. At some point, we just got to lock them up and make sure they can't be on the streets anymore, right? I mean, we're using up a lot of water to hose them down when they're out there protesting and walking around and marching, and at some point, you just got to recognize change isn't going to happen. That's how they sound right now. Trinaballer, thank you for the super chat.
These kind of people like protests that are just for show. When protests are actually working in achieving their demand, that when they are criticizing them.
It's just virtue signaling. Yeah, thank you, Trinaballer. Yeah, what's up, Max? I don't. Yeah. El Rock and Roller, thank you for the super chat.
Epoch Times reports the RCMP were notified by a former RCMP officer helping the convoy security preemptively about possible plot to
just advocating for Occupy Wall Street. This is the right of the people to do this, or the autonomous zone in the Pacific Northwest. They were advocating for you to be able to run down and kill protesters and get off scot-free. They don't actually support any of this, except if it's convenient and they agree with the protesters in a very limited context. So we can't talk about actual principles when they don't have any actual principles that they're bringing to bear on this issue.
Absolutely. Before we go to the Tiger,
you're welcome, Dave D.
Go to our members because a couple of really good points. Cousin Vinny wrote in.
Let's hear these really good points from the Young Turks members who pay the Young Turks money from their personal.
Oh, the coffee's perfect. So
they,
hot.
Earn money through working for each month, on top of the already tens of millions of dollars that the Young Turks receives from investors like billionaire Jeffrey Katzenberg. Let's hear what these very intelligent Young Turks members have to say.
I mean, where Tucker was.
Thank you, Turbo Jerko, for the super chat.
How about lifting the mandates?
No.
Fucking Turbo Jerko.
That'd be way too much. It's not about lifting mandates. This is about spreading awareness for the issue.
Fucking Turbo Jerko, man.
Awareness for the issue, John Iadarola says. Okay.
Go to our members because a couple of really good points. Cousin Vinny wrote in, remind me where Tucker was when Trump had Black Lives Matter protesters abducted and thrown into unmarked vans without giving cause or reason for arrest. So we're principled, and even in a right-wing protest, we tell you, hey, we got to figure out a way to let them protest for quite some time, right?
Yeah.
Those guys are like, oh, they're kidnapping people off the streets. Who cares? Oh, they're black or they're left-wingers? Good. Yeah, police state is awesome.
Yep.
So they're just goddamn liars, and they're the world's biggest hypocrites. Totally true.
Nate, tell me, did Trump seize the bank accounts, the crowdfunding resources, and cryptocurrencies that were funding Black Lives Matter? I'm just curious.
Oh my God, this coffee's so fucking good.
Sooner Dragon lives in Ottawa, and he said, Jake, I live in Ottawa. This is far more than inconvenient. It is hateful, it is violent, and it has been.
Where's the violence? I don't see any violence. I see John Iadarola lying about guns and artillery and ammunition and body armor that was not associated with anyone who was connected with the Freedom Convoy, but they tried to make it out to be that.
Since day one. Please read some of the local news coverage before talking about this again. No, brother, I have read it. And by the way, that's probably why the Ottawa police chief resigned, because if they're breaking other laws, like, hey, I'm doing the boycott, oh, but hey, you're a random citizen of Ottawa, I don't like you, I'm going to assault you, well, that guy should be arrested on the spot.
Mm-hmm.
That's not a part of a protest.
Turbo Jerko's over there on
if
Twitch.
If they break any of the laws that outside of blocking the streets, etc., that's part of their protest, of course they should be arrested, and a lot of them should have already been arrested for those specific crimes that they were committing. But thank you for writing in. I love doing this show with our members, and you guys often provide excellent perspective, which you do from
I should tell Jackson that I've fucking ratioed door on the retweets. Let me check my retweets.
All right, let's check out the Tucker clip now.
Tucker Carlson not happy at all with the move by declare an emergency when it comes to the protests in Ottawa. Here's what he had to say about it.
When thousands of blue-collar workers showed up in Ottawa several weeks ago to protest the tyranny being imposed against them.
Do they not know how to download a
Oh, man.
Why is his voice not synced up? That's
18 retweets.
Prime Minister of Canada refused to meet with them or to speak to them.
You
Instead,
guys
he fled
fucking
the city.
18
and then from
retweets.
his bunker, he called the truckers Nazis. When they still didn't leave the city, Justin Trudeau
29
suspended
likes.
democracy and declared Canada a dictatorship. The Emergencies Act is martial law. It has never been invoked in the history of that country. Now, by law, the Emergencies Act is allowed only in emergencies, in, quote, urgent and critical situations that seriously endanger the lives of Canadians. What's happening now does not qualify. What's happening in Canada now is not an emergency. So it isn't an overstatement to compare what is happening in Canada right now to what happens in a Stalinist dictatorship. Well, the slogans are different. In the Eastern Bloc, they used to talk about solidarity. In Canada, they talk about diversity. But the repression is similar.
Okay. He's like contractually not able to do a segment without mocking diversity for some weird reason. Yes, it is the exact same repression as in Stalinism. It's the same camps and the same,
No, that was a retarded take from Tucker Carlson. But the thing is, the Young Turks have an equally this is what I don't get. Like even Kyle Kalinske, who's stoked the fire for authoritarian responses to these protests. He by virtue of his commentary on these very issues for months, if not years, even he says this: Canada trying to freeze the bank accounts of trucker protesters with zero due process and oversight, calling them terrorists, is a precedent that will be used against any and all protests. You have to oppose it regardless of what you think of the substance of the protest.
They're just pits of bodies. It's the same, really. It is tyrannical. It's a dictatorship because they want them to get shots that they're providing free of charge. Again, it's
by the way, save
lives. The entire thing obviously is ridiculous. We're going to talk about this. I just want to remind you of a few things. Again, bearing in mind that these people do not even have a vague
Chunk yogurt new skirt Anna John, I don't know about you.
Yeah, John's just kind of like a yes man for the rest of them. Thank you for the super chat, Nick.
Memory of how to operate in good faith. So Tucker Carlson, who believes eventually stopping the protest is the same exact thing as Stalinism. He is the guy, by the way, who said of Black Lives Matter protesters just a couple of years ago that they should be labeled domestic terrorists, arrested, and paraded in front of cameras like MS-13. They should be frog marched in front of cameras. They should be plucked off of the streets. Tom Cotton literally said send in the troops. So
okay, well, don't you think a more reasonable response to this stuff would be saying, let's not say anything about that. Let's not, support any of this for protesters. Let's condemn it for all I want people to be able to protest. Like all of whether it's Ron DeSantis, whether it's Joe Biden, whether it's Justin Trudeau. I don't want governments imposing these like anti-protest laws and shit in our country, in Canada, because it's a very slippery slope.
No, well, no.
Say we have
just say, hey, if you're gonna block traffic, we're gonna move you. That's it, and you can stay on the sidewalk.
But let's say there's a general strike hypothetically in 5 years.
Jimmy Dore wants to block traffic.
Slippery slope in which the Biden administration, or
I don't support that.
Not the Biden administration, the Harris administration, or whoever, the Trump administration again, could come in and say we are going to seize the bank accounts of any and all individuals who are stopping our economy, refusing to make America great again, and funding the general strikers. That's the slippery slope that we're headed down if governments continue to support these anti-protest measures. And you have liberals out here that are and conservatives like Tucker Carlson and DeSantis who are supporting these measures on protests that they don't like. Thank you to Kilogon for the super chat. Appreciate you.
Fun fact, last time martial law was used in Canada was by Trudeau's dad in 1970.
Yeah, I saw that. The measure had a different name at the time, but it's essentially the same thing. Yeah, crazy stuff. Thank you for the super chat.
again, the right, not in favor of this emergency order, but when Trump was talking about sending his goon squad and they were black bagging people and throwing them back of like Kia Mini, all of them were totally fine with this when they were buzzing protesters, helicopters, and bashing people out of the peaceful guitar-playing protesters that had assembled outside of the White House. That was perfectly acceptable. This is
Justin. Thank you.
Kyle gets too much crap. He's like a gateway drug. People don't go from totally capitalist to democratic socialism and etc. in 2 steps.
I mean,
whatever.
Sure, but also it's like if people don't go from whatever he is to wherever we are, it calls him out for his bullshit.
I've called him out on his bullshit for years.
If there's no one calling out his bullshit or just challenging him on ideas,
who does
which
that?
is principled. It's a principled thing to do. If that's what you do in life, then that they no.
They are on the sidewalk.
No one's going to move over to where we are, And the other thing is, Kyle used to be more progressive. He's kind of had a little bit.
That's
of
where they should be. That's good. I support that.
As he calls it.
It's obviously insane and unacceptable. Yeah. It's just not honest. So how do we have a serious conversation about this?
So look, now when a Republican, when someone comes out as a Republican, as recently an NBC sports reporter retired and said that she was going to go into Republican politics, I now think they're insane and racist. Oh, you can't say that. What are you talking about? Look, there's Tucker Carlson. They're all fans of Trump and Tucker Carlson and Tom Cotton and all these guys, right? So Tucker Carlson says if it's good, upstanding white right-wingers that are truckers, then they're patriots and heroes, and it's Stalinist to try to save their lives. Stalin killed about 25 million people. He didn't save anybody's life, okay?
Cringe. Stalin killed 25 million people. Can we get a fact check on that, Jank? Can you name like 100 of the 25 million people? I'm just curious.
Stalin?
Oh yeah, you guys. There's also a genocide happening against Uyghurs in China right now too. Don't forget about that. Cenk Uyghur believes that one too.
I'm saying Stalin fucking killed some motherfuckers.
Also believes that it was the U.S. and the U.K. who stopped the Nazi
political
Empire,
prisoners.
Red Army. Giant Mess, thank you for the super chat.
What is funny is this is the same type of people who was bitching that the police wasn't quelling the riot and doing their jobs when their democratic politicians was telling them not to.
Russians.
Charles, thank you for the super chat.
Crystal effect on Kyle. Lol.
Yeah, probably. What is funny is this is the same type of people who's bitching that the police wasn't quelling the riot, doing their jobs, when the Democratic politicians telling them not to. There's hypocrisy on both sides. That's all I'm going to say.
So, and then, but if it's Black Lives Matter protesters, like I said, arrest them. They're
Hey, for those of you who are coping and seething right now in the chat, Stalin was very base, and we should do a segment on Stalin one of these days.
Stalin was
very
based.
not perfect at all. Definitely deserves criticism. I personally think Stalin was not a strong enough leader. He was also plagued with a lot of just like unfortunate, timely events.
Oh, God damn.
Untimely events, rather. But Stalin was not a strong enough leader.
Jackson.
He failed in his in pursuit.
Oh, Jackson.
terrorists, treat them with, the full force of the law. But yeah, I wonder what the difference is. I wonder what the difference is. Come on, guys. You know why they do it? Because they're racist. Yes. Oh, no, okay, call them racist. Cry. Shut up and actually understand logic and reasoning. I know right-wing hates logic. They despise it, right? And it's because they got to be racist under any and all circumstances.
Isn't that better? Fucking jank. Look, everybody look. My bees. Trendy Phillip. It's better. It's better. My Beazle, bro. I'll get, Bees will be laying somewhere. I'll just lay down next to him or right in front of him. I'll just stare at him. He'll do this with his paws. He'll go like this with his paws. And he'll stretch out and he'll touch me and put his paws on me. He'll put his head on me. Because he's my Beazle. And I love my Beazle. Like Beazle, little Beazle. Took him for a nice drive today. He's so fucking cute, man. The dog is so fucking cute. Where does his... Because when I got him, Dino gave him to me, his little puppy. I brought him home, and he'd go to sleep, and I hear him snoring. And when he snores, he sounds like Beezle. Just makes that sound. It sounds like he's saying Beezle when he snores. It's like you sound like a little Beezle. Beezling. Why are you Beezling? Why are you Beezling? Little Beezle. I mean, look at him. He is a Beezle. Look at him. He's a little Beezle. Little Beezler, little Beezle. He's a little Beezle Bob. Beezle. Little Beezle. He's a Beezle. Why you Beezling? Little Beezle Bob. Little Beezle. Beezle be bopping all around. Little Beezle, why you Beezling? Beezle, why you Beezling? Little Beezle. Little mini bees. Right there. Mini bees. mega bees, mini bees. Because every beesel needs a mini bees. You know? That says mini bees. Beasley. The Beasley. Yep, he's great for movies and shit, man. Eating popcorn with. He's great. He'll sit there the whole time, watch a movie with me. Keep my legs warm. Know what I'm saying? That's what's up. That is what is up. My coffee is gone. I'm certain of it. I will check it one more time. Nope, it's all gone. It's all over but the crying, folks. That's too many cups of coffee. I will see you guys later. You guys take care. Take care, everybody. You are the best thing going. I'll see you tomorrow morning. Same bat time. Same bat channel. Somebody's going to get his ear clean right now. Beazle, why you beazling? Beazle, why you beazling? All right. Bye, guys. Love y'all. I love you guys. Take care. Definitely worth your time to watch the Crypto Night in Canada show from tonight. Why is that, Dave D? What happened? What happened in Crypto Night in Canada? Tell me now. Tell me everything. I demand the information. William Robertson, Trendy Phillip, Moo, Hippie Chick. Number 9, number 9, number 9, number 9, number 9. Shit. These motherfuckers can't get anything to work right. Feels like fucking Brazil with this goddamn restream bullshit counter. Can't ever keep the goddamn chat counter right. Gets it wrong every time. Number 9. Gets it wrong every time. Number 9, number 9. Gets it wrong every time. Number 9. Number 9, number 9, number 9. Man, Beazle, I'm going to clean your ear. Don't worry. All right, you guys take care. Bye.